Good evening. Well, I've plotted a little trip here from over Salinas to a little town northwest of Denver, and it's Estes Park. So a friend told me today that his son is getting married there, so they'll be heading over there, and I thought I'd just give him a direct route. He'll probably go up to San Francisco and then to Denver, and it's probably about 75 miles northwest above Boulder. Boulder's in here, and another little town up above. Let's see if I can bring it in here. Greeley, Collins, Fort Collins. Fort Collins is up there. Here's Boulder down here. I think a road goes into Boulder and then works its way up to Estes Park, which looks like it's a little higher than these areas out here in Denver. Denver, of course, the mile-high city, 5,280 feet. Oh, here we go. Here's an altitude over here at 5,000 feet. So we're going to use the rocket ship Darkstar. It's got afterburner jets, turbine jets, and then you switch to the I'll have to think of what when I get inside the airplane, it'll tell me right there the type of jet. It's like a ramjet, but scramjet. That's what I have to sneak up with it. So I'll point out a few things along the way. This little area right here is Yosemite, and then Mono Lake is the last little spot there. 395 comes up here, and we're out here in no man's land. We get south of Salt Lake City. We might be able to see Salt Lake City in the distance, so let's get going. Definitely see the Continental Divide. This airplane, obviously a Cessna, might be the Caravan, possibly with a turboprop. I don't know where it's flying. And we just say ready to fly. And we're going to put, we're already at Mach 3. We're going to put the throttle all the way up. And then we turn on the standby, the scramjet, because that's going to be coming on at Mach 3. Then we work our way down. We're heading to 060. And we'll end up heading a little more east as we go along. Put this on standby. And we have to put these babies, click those up into the afterburner, because they don't go afterburner without doing that in this particular airplane. Then, last but not least, we'll turn the lights on, get to put it maybe midday. Get up here. 12 to 1 o'clock right there, 1 o'clock. And that puts the sun overhead. Get that out of the way. We'll go outside. Oh, first of all, we have to, there we go. There we go. Oh, and just to show you where we are here, we're over Monterey Bay. And directly over Salinas. There's Salinas right there. The airport's on the south side of Salinas, but we're not taking off because it's a little quicker. We'll make up some time. Monterey over here, Santa Cruz over there, Watsonville, Moss Landing, and then San Luis Reservoir is over here, and I-5 goes shooting down here. We'll go by there, and then we go across a little bit north of Fresno. Let's see if we see Mono Lake. That might be Mono Lake right there. And Yosemite might be right out there. Okay, let's kick this game, kick it off here. Take it off there. And we'll see the scramjets kick in. There they go. And when they kick in, the speed will go from Mach 3. There go the scramjets in, and then the turbojets and the afterburners will shut down. So you see those shutting down over here on the left, lower left.
Delta Kilo Sierra contact Oakland Center on 126.9er. Good day.
Okay. And tell her goodbye. Because we aren't flying near any other airplanes.
126.9er experimental Delta Kilo Sierra. Goodbye.
Okay. And we're going to come down here. We're already over in the San Joaquin Valley. We just went over Santa Nella, and there's San Luis Reservoir, and the California Aqueduct runs down there in I-5. Then we shoot across the valley. Fresno will be down a little bit to our right, and this is probably Fresno right down in there. And we'll look over and see if we see Yosemite. There's Mono Lake, so yes, Yosemite is probably right in there. We might be able to pick out Half Dome if we really look closely. Right up around right in there. This may be it, the one more over. And we're going to see 395. We'll look up toward Tahoe. Lake Tahoe is right up there. And we are pumping along. We got it up in the altitude a little bit. Again here. And we're looking at our course, starting to move off to the right a little bit. So we'll put a slight bank to the right. We're at Mach 9 now. We get up to about Mach 9.8. We're going to drop down a little altitude. Gained a little altitude while I was looking outside. But it's pretty pretty country. It's barren out in here. I mean, this is look at the curvature of the Earth, and our course is off to our right. So we'll just keep it in a slight right bank. We may see here we're back down to 100,000 feet. So now we'll pull the nose up a little bit. Let's see if we see off in the distance. See if we see Salt Lake come up. Get that nose up. If we don't stay at 100,000 feet, we drop down to 9.1. Now it's coming back up. If we stay at 100,000 feet, we'll keep the speed up to close to Mach 10, which is what Tom Cruise and the Top Gun 2. They had a life-size mock-up of the Darkstar for that movie, and now we're getting into Utah. If we look north, we might have seen Ely or Elko, Nevada. I don't know what that is out there. Yeah, we got to keep the nose up again. And we should start being able to look up and see the Great Salt Lake, which is right over the airplane right there. So we're getting into Utah, 100,000 feet, Mach 9.5, Mach 9.6. And we're doing about 5,000 miles an hour. What's Mach is about 650, 700, 797s or 63. So we might be up around 6,000 miles an hour. And you see we are glowing red, and we might look up here and see some lights of Salt Lake if we turn the lights out real quick here. We'll try that. And take that out of the way. So that's Salt Lake City right up there. And it might be a little hard to see with the but I can see stars. There's the Big Dipper right there. Anyway, we're still pretty much on course. So let's go back, get the lights back on. And we probably could see Denver coming in. Okay, now we're getting back on course. And we'll say our miles. We had 295 miles to go to get to Estes Park. Is it Estes Park? Yes, it's Estes Park. And we're right on course. And the course will come around to us. Let's go back outside. Now we'll start seeing the Rockies come up. And we'll see some snow-capped hills, and so we'll keep this. The course is going off to our left a little bit. We'll come back just slightly. And say goodbye to Salt Lake, the great Salt Lake City, Utah, and coming into Colorado. And we're dropping down in altitude a little bit, but we're going to want to do that because we're going to land. We're going to land at Denver. So we'll have a little trick on finding Denver. But I think if we turn down to 135, we want to do a 45 turn after we get to Estes Park. No, let's see where we are here now. 170. 170. Does this look like no man's land out here or what? Very few houses. Pretty dry, I think. There's some little rivers in there. We'll get some runoff from the Rockies happening here before long. Mach 9.5, so we're zipping right along. And we could do this, bring up this. I always forget about the little chart. And here we're still up to the left. Yeah. So we can see we'll get it down to 100, and there we go. So we got 100. So we'll take the power off, go back inside, turn off the scramjets. You might want to keep a little power on. But right there at the end of the line, that's just that you can see the dark is the mountains, and so it drops down into a little bowl. And then you'll see Denver. There's Denver right there. So we will be able to use that to get to Denver. Let's go back outside and see what it looks like there. Yeah, we're getting real close. So yeah, right here. See this little lake? That's the town right there. So we're dropping down. And we'll get a little closer look. But Estes Park is right next to that little reservoir right down there. And then you can look over and see over toward Denver. Denver's going to be down to the right, so we'll just go ahead and start pulling some G's, turning down toward Denver. So 7. Anyway, we just head south. We'll pick up Denver. We'll see if we're heading at Denver here shortly. Look one more time back toward Estes Park. Right in there. Right there is that little reservoir. It's a telltale. Nice little valley in there. Not too far from the. There's some ski resorts up there on top of those hills right there. Okay, we're coming around, aiming at Denver. Here we go. Denver. There's Denver right there. And we're coming around to the right. We'll go back on the tail. Down to 70,000 feet. Have to go around to the right a little more. we flew back up to 80,000. Pull this nose around here. Head into Denver. I think I see Denver right there. Right there. Put the speed brakes out. Dive, dive, dive. Where are we? For 50,000 feet. I think I see it right there. I see a north-south runway. Let's see. Here we see, yeah, it looks like north-south runway there. Colorado Air at Space. And we're looking out at Denver. $19,000 feet. At the again, it's Mile High City, so. Yeah, that looks like it. Right there, Denver. Denver International. And we are heading for final. Here's some of the wow, they got all kinds of runways. We just pick whatever runway we want. Look at all these runways here. Wow. So we'll get on the tail. And let's see, we're still 5,000. We're a little high, so we'll go to the far runway. Look at, they got runways going that way too. Lots of runways. I've never landed here. What I keep an eye on is that one right there. Right there. Get the wheels down. No flaps. There are the wheels coming down. Real slow. Keep it about 200. So we're 2,000 feet up. That's about right. The way we're landing, we're not going to be near the terminal, but we'll be closer to Park City. A little slow. Keep the power in, you should be okay. Keep it right there. Long runway. Just leave it this way and we'll just come back on the power. Little balloon. They always wants to balloon a little. There we go. There we are in Denver. We'll have to send the car out for us. Have a great wedding. Take us another 30 minutes to get to the terminal. We'll just stop it here. Denver does say Denver International, so we got the right place. But there's the terminal's way over there. Thanks for riding along. And happy wedding. Bye-bye.